Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Let's get to work. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Rebuilding what we lost is not enough. We need more. One victory is never enough. What news? We must defend the light, even if it won't defend us. What news? We have much to discuss. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Each new day is a victory. The walls will stand tall once again. We can change things, I know it. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.
Monitoring all channels. Stay alert.
We can change things, I know it. So much has changed, Guardian. When I became commander, the world was a different place.
Security check. All secure.
Indeed.
Basic frame survival protocols prevent me from volunteering for patrol duty.
Let's get to work. We will not be taken by surprise again.
Registered.
The shadows encroach all around us, Guardian, but our light still burns.
Hey, Guzo. Sorry, I was also doing my laundry at the same time. Oh. I would have done I would have been a part of, I wanted to be a part of the gathering before, but I was out of town, so it was not possible. But I heard that a bunch of people, when they found out, they all gathered around him. See, some people might find it silly, you know, some people who aren't gamers or who aren't part of the communities surrounding movies or TV or whatever. But, you know, it's something like this is hard for them to understand because we don't see these characters as like, oh, they're just characters. They're played by somebody. You know? Let me turn my camera on. They're played by somebody, and we actually have respect and we care about the people behind the voice. And when something like this happens, it's like it's a punch to the gut, man. It really honestly sucks. I mean, who the hell is gonna play Zavala? I don't want anybody to play him after this. Like, you know? Yeah, I think we all will, to be honest. I mean, it's just like the first time that I actually realized who he was in
We can change things.
I could never remember his name until this point, because I'm like, oh, that's the guy, that's
We
Zavala.
have much to discuss.
But it was when I saw the movie Angel Has Fallen, or Angel Has Fallen, or whatever. It's of the Has Fallen series of movies with Gerard Butler. You know, Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen. It was a third movie where he walked in the room, and I'm like, I heard his voice, and immediately my brain clicked and said, that's Commander Zavala. And from then on, I knew who he was, and I didn't realize he was in The Wire. I never saw the show, but he's probably mostly known for that. I guess he's in John Wick 4, or he's in one of the John Wick movies, if not number 4. But it's just like, when you're playing, see, with gamers, it's been something that's kind of been a thing for all, you know, for all of us for a lot longer. This idea of
I wish I could believe she'd stay that way.
this idea of parasocial relationships, you know, people are talking about it now more these days because of social media and stuff like that. But gamers, we've been putting names to voices and faces for a lot longer than social media has existed. You know, back in Metal Gear Solid 1, we found out who David Hayter was, what he looked like. We put his voice to the character, and we know who that guy is, and he will forever be Solid Snake. You know, so that's why it was unfortunate, and although he did a good job, you know, Kiefer Sutherland can't really play, you know, Big Boss or Solid Snake like David Hayter can. Nobody can replace David Hayter. It is unfortunate what happened between him and Kojima, but it is what it is. But when something like this happens, where it's like, you know, an abrupt ending because the actor has passed on, it's not fun. It really isn't. It's not something that really sits well with us because of this parasite. Like, I don't know Lance Reddick. I don't know him personally. Nobody does, except for the people who actually know him. But we grow to know these people through the characters they play. Obviously, it's not really them, you know. I'm not so insane to know that he's not really a commander of anything, you know. He's just an actor playing a character, but that's worth a lot more to us than most people think. You know, he's played Zavala for almost 10 years, and we know him as Commander Zavala. You know, he's the pinnacle of the Vanguard. So it's tough. Yeah, and you know, like I said, I wish I was home because I would have been able to at least experience, you know, people together here surrounding him, paying their respects, and I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that obviously there's media and there's images of it and everything, so you know, it's cool to see. I don't have any of the shield emotes or anything like that, but this is the best thing I got here. But I never got a chance to pay my respects to the man, at least as Commander Zavala, so I figured I'd just do that now. We'd relax, maybe play a little bit, because I don't know if this was on purpose or if this was coincidental, but there's extra points in Vanguard ranks today, so we'll probably just farm some strikes. But for right now, I just want to like pay my respects. I'll admit, I'm getting a little choked up because it is honestly, it's a big blow. We've known this guy to be Commander Zavala for almost 10 years. Before that, I didn't know who he was, obviously, you know, but we got to know him through the game, and he belongs in this game. It is part of us, and I think it's something that we all need to recognize and understand and just accept that this is not going to be the same ever again without Lance Reddick to play Commander Zavala. Yeah, and I felt very similar to when Robin Williams passed. You know, because I grew up with Robin Williams, and so when he passed, it was a killer blow to my childhood, and I feel the same way here. I mean, Lance Reddick, he's the only one besides Cade 6, Nathan Fillion, and then again Nolan North. You know, he's the only one that I know from this game, like hands down, maybe except maybe Joe DiMaggio, who plays Banshee 44. That's only because I watch Futurama. But the majority of the actors in this game I do not know. No more than Lance Reddick himself. Like, he is Destiny. Like, that's the thing. Like, they say it's our story, but like, let's be honest, this character has been in the entire series for this entire time, and it's always been about him. And like I said, one of my favorite seasons was Season of the Haunted, when we got to explore his background and how tragic it really was. It was very eye-opening and very and we got to feel that much closer to the guy we've been trying to back up this entire time. You know, I think that was such an important season to have, because before this, none of us knew his background. I didn't know he had a kid and a wife. You know, that's why he's always duty above all, because he never wants to repeat that past with anybody else. You know, and this is like this, it's weird how this isn't like, this isn't hitting the same way as when Cade 6 died. Because Cade 6 as a character was obviously very important to all of us. Some people feel like it needed to happen. I don't particularly agree with that. I guess for story purposes, to push it forward, to create the character of Crow, maybe it had to. But the death of a character in a game is important, but it's not on this level, you know, because the voice actor for Cade 6 didn't die. Nathan Fillion is alive and well. So Nathan Fillion can come back and play another character, or play Cade 6 if they need, like, I don't know, voice recordings that he left behind that nobody knew about, or something like that. But the problem, yeah, no, that was Nolan North. I actually found that out. I thought it was somebody else, but it was freaking Nolan North, and he sounded almost, I mean, I know exactly why they picked Nolan North, because he can sound almost exactly like Nathan Fillion. It's pretty good. But it's different when the actor themselves dies, but their character remains. That's tough, because now he's still here. We still hear him, and that's good. We have record of Lance Reddick here in Destiny 2 as Commander Zavala, but the hard part is that he can.
Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.
I don't know how they're going to be able to either find a voice actor that can sound as close to him as possible, or use an AI to replicate his voice, because they're out there. But it's not going to be the same. Like, the guy had a composure about him. You know, he always was the presence. You know, you wanted to follow him into battle, because he was that leader that we all just followed.
The only thing we can expect is the unexpected.
So the loss of the voice actor is a lot harder than the loss of the character, for sure. For me, anyway. I don't know about you guys. But that is 10 years that we kind of grew with this guy as Commander Zavala.
The Lucent Brood might wield the light, but they will never master it.
It is heartbreaking. And it's not really something that you can be ready for.
Each new day is a victory.
I did find it strange, though. I did. When Lightfall came out, we watched those cinematics. I don't recall any lines from Zavala. I think he might have had a couple. They might have been really short. But I don't recall if he had any lines during any of those cutscenes. Maybe there was a few, but
One victory.
there might have been a reason for that. Maybe they already knew. But it's just like, I looked up like his cause of death and it says natural causes. I'm like, not at 60 years old. Not these days. Maybe back, you know, in the 50s, sure. Or earlier than that. But like this day and age, 60 years old, natural causes? I don't think so. The only thing that kills this quickly is cancer. But I don't think they're going to say that. I don't know if... My dad is 70 and he's had 2 strokes and he's still kicking. There's no way. There's no way that he just dies of natural causes. Like, that's ridiculous. And that's no slight against my dad, by the way. That's not me being like, oh, my dad should be dead and Lance Reddick should be alive. No, the fact is that my dad is 70 years old and he has outlived a major stroke and then like a couple minor strokes. But like he's outlived this nonsense. And somebody like Lance Reddick, who's younger and, you know, arguably in better shape, just dies from natural causes. It's ridiculous. Gonna make Osiris the leader. Yeah, you know, and I did find it strange that he was the one kind of taking charge during the Lightfall campaign. You know, he was training us to use this new power, and it's like, well, what the hell does he know about the new power? How come he knows more than Zavala does? You know, it's like, I'm not saying Osiris is a bad character. He's just not a leader, you know?
Savathun is dead. I wish I could.
He's not a leader. It's just... it doesn't make any sense. Osiris is a bad character. I think, for the most part, yes, there can be bad characters. Everybody played their role. I think we can all agree that Nimbus is a very bad character. But Osiris at least is more useful, you know. Zavala is just kind of glued to the tower. Yeah, no, it's... They didn't... Yeah, he's kind of just hung out at the tower on you know, in the last city, so that way, you know, somebody's here to protect everybody. I'm sorry, I can't. Nimbus is such an annoying character. Just tone deaf, you know, just completely cannot read the room ever. You know, like that old thing where we had to kill Callus right in front of Keitel. And he's like, oh, when they fall hard, eh? Like, dude, seriously? The disrespect? I mean, yeah, Callus was a dick, but it was still Keitel's father. Like, I'm just like, nah, that was awkward. I was like, that was a weird interaction. I can't do that. And then our guy is like fist bump him anyway. Like, my guy, come on.
Whether or not they wield the light, the Hive will be guardians.
But yeah, so this one kind of killed. Like, you know, I found out on Saturday. Obviously, I still had to enjoy myself. It wasn't bothering me until I was like, you know what, tonight I'm gonna do a little tribute to Commander Zavala, and then it started hitting me. And I realized that Lance Reddick is no longer here to play the one character that I think we can all agree matters in this game.
Close we came to another war with the Cabal. We cannot afford to lose Keitel as an ally.
You know, I'm not saying that the other characters don't matter, but for a lot of us, that character is Commander Zavala. Because he's always been there. So it's gonna suck to see either see him go or see him be replaced. You know, because they don't have him to record any more lines anymore, so...
Indeed.
Is Goop Mommy? You mean... Wait, Goop Mommy? What? So I'm not sure how they're gonna do this, but I think it was Faust who said earlier to give him a honorable death. I'm not entirely sure how they could do that, but it would be nice to see if they at least give him a send-off worthy of his character. Oh, Eris Morn. Yeah. I didn't see... Did Bungie say anything about it? I didn't see anything on
The city is depending on its guardian.
whether or not they had mentioned...
There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Okay, so there's their tweet. Lance Reddick was an iconic presence on screen, in Destiny, and most importantly in person. His love for our community shined through in Commanders of Allah, in his uncompromising dedication to his craft, and out of the radiating kindness that touched those around him. To say he will be missed is a profound understatement, yet no less true.
Whether or not they wield the light, the Hive will never be guardians.
Yeah. I do wish they would do something.
Let's get to work. We face a strange road ahead, Guardian. It's good to know I can count on you.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. His wife personally thanked the Destiny community. Well, and again, I feel so bad that I wasn't here to join the rest of the community when they surrounded him, especially with all the Titans, you know, bringing out their shields and everything. I just wish I had the shield emote. There was one for like, I don't know, I think it was like $5 or whatever. And I was thinking about buying it, but I was like, I do have this sword emote, so I figured this would be a good one to use at least. But, you know, I would like, as a Titan, I really should drop my shield or something, you know? I was also thinking about actually firing up,
Ikora and I have our disagreements.
I was thinking about firing up Destiny 1 instead, you know, because he's at the war table in there. I wonder if anybody in Destiny 1 actually did that. Because, you know, we've been playing that a lot more lately than Destiny 2, but, you know, it is... I was hoping to see more people, you know, paying their respects. Yeah, I've never gotten a chance to do that. You know, when that, was a manga artist had died, a bunch of people in Final Fantasy XIV had gathered in the main, like the main, one of the main cities, Ulda, I think it was, or they just gathered in main cities. I think it's like Dark Knights or whatever. Is it the manga artist? Manga writer Kentaro Miura.
What news?
14 players are paying tribute to him and his influence on the game by standing vigil. Oh, he was the one who created Berserk. Yeah.
I wonder what that says about us.
So, his manga influenced, I'm gonna guess, I think it was like, yeah, The Dark Knight. I think, so. But yeah, it's not something you can actually... It's not something you can predict, obviously. That'd be kind of ridiculous if you could predict somebody dying. But yeah, it was pretty sudden, and for him to have just... Yeah. It's not going to be the same. It's not.
Even if it won't defend us.
I just hope nobody forgets. I mean, we're not going to be able to forget. He's in the game. And that's the way that we can always remember him. I just feel like this is such a... This spot on the tower was never right for him. I'm not lying. Like, yeah, he's at the furthest point. He's overlooking the area, and while he never saw himself as like the leader, you know, like, oh, he has the last say, he has the final say, he tells everybody where to go, what to do. Even though there were those moments, he always felt as though it wasn't him, it was the collective of us. You know, him, Ikora, Cade, us as Guardians, we were all in this together, so we all got to say. I just feel like he deserved a better spot, though, in the game. Like, I don't know, an office or something, you know? To show that he was in charge, because he was, let's be honest, he was always in charge. Zavala has always been in charge. So, you know, I don't think I would have ever followed Ikora or Cade into battle. Like, that's not like, they didn't have the commanding presence that Zavala had. So, okay. Before I get too more into it, probably be best to actually start doing some strikes, getting that Vanguard rank up, and I think that's pretty much all we're gonna do this evening. There's not much that I want to do on Neptune. I've not been interested. I mean, you guys know I've been playing Destiny 1. I've not been interested at all in playing Destiny 2 lately, just because the content is so not there. And until they actually get
Unexpected allies.
Hold on.
Enemies.
No, I've got a better one here. Hold on.
The unexpected.
Where's the kneel? The standard kneel. That's an old one. But I've been playing, and until they get looking for raid, looking for group in the game,
I need your skills more than
I'm probably not gonna be able to play the raids. I mean, I am in a clan, but I don't talk to anybody in the clan. I really had no interest. But anyway. So I guess the silver lining is we always have him here. We always have him in the game. Lance Reddick will never fully die. He will always be here. Unless, of course, Bungie removes him. Because they gotta sunset something.
How close we came to another war with the Cabal.
They're not gonna do that, obviously.
We cannot afford
But,
to lose
you know,
customers in that
we are
way.
definitely... We're here to finally say goodbye to Lance Reddick, the voice of Commander Zavala. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Greetings.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to LFG outside the game. I don't want to have to go to external sources.
Very good.
Oh, I have no glimmer. Wow, I'm broke for the first time ever. I don't want to go to external sources to find people to play with. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do that. It should be built into the game. Other games have been doing this for years. You can call it being stubborn. You can call it whatever you want. I just think it should be in the game. I shouldn't have to look outside the game to do stuff in the game. That's ridiculous. That's why that's right. That's why the first game's Grimoire was so stupid. The moment they said, "Oh, by the way, we have this separate website for you to go to." Like, come on. Nobody wants to do that. What's the burn? There's no burn? What? I guess Strand would be it. That sucks. I want to play Strand, but I guess I am. Alright, never mind. I did kind of just want this to be like a... I don't know. A short 1 hour sort of stream or whatever. Just kind of like... I guess it can be, but it, you know. I don't know what else to say without getting choked up about it. The man made his mark on the world. Period. It may not have been, you know, the whole world, but, you know. I'm not going to say that. But he made his mark on the world, and he will forever be thanked for that.
Eyes up.
We are all forever
All
grateful
have been
for his
holding our weight
contribution.
up high for weeks, but the situation may have deteriorated.
This is an important strategic position. It allows Keitel to establish a beachhead on Earth at the Hive's expense.
Letting them settle in would be a bad idea.
Go forth, Guardian. Cleanse this place.
We'll get our Vanguard rank up. Why not, right? Though I do feel it's a little distasteful given the title of the stream, but you know, don't want to sit here and do nothing, you know what I mean? There's the trains. I didn't even look at the bounties. Now I have found, do my weekly reset stuff. I mean, I haven't done anything with this game in what, a few weeks, just cuz I've been like so disappointed by it. I've been really enjoying Destiny 1, like really enjoying it to a point where I'm probably going to spend more time on that. Like I said, I was hoping that I'd find people at the tower at least still giving their respects to them and everything, but some people stop by, which is really cool. Some people stop by, which is really nice.
The Cabal have no limits.
Then let's give them some.
So apparently there's a way, there's like a build where you can just constantly spam your abilities, and the woven mail is just so busted for the Titans. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, notice I'm not using any of the new weapons because I've still found that my current weapons are way more powerful than even the new stuff. Old stuff is lame. Present company not excluded. Yeah. Great. Thanks. No, Destiny 1 is actually better than Destiny 2. And I've said it the last few times that I've been playing the game, like re-experiencing it all over again. It is far superior to Destiny 2 because they did so many things right. That doesn't mean Destiny 2 did things wrong. There are a lot of, you know, gameplay mechanic changes that they made to Destiny 2 that definitely could be used in Destiny 1. But overall, I feel like Destiny 1 is just a more solid experience because it's better. It's a more new player friendly experience for one. That's the biggest thing. It's definitely nicer to newer players. It has a beginning, middle, and end, whereas this game there is no end and now there's no beginning. You know, so there's no solid story. It's just all over the place now, and well, half of it doesn't exist. Gameplay wise, it's simpler. You know, it feels more put together. Destiny 1 just, I don't know, it feels better. And visually kind of looks better too. Like there's some subtle things about the graphics, about the art, or not the graphics, but the art design in that game that are just, I don't know, they look better, it looks better. And audio wise, I love the sound of the Sparrow in Destiny 1 compared to Destiny 2 because it sounds like it has balls, you know what I mean? Pills and nap time. Oh boy, here we go.
I have eyes on their commander just up ahead.
Cabal honor will dictate that he'll have to answer your challenge.
Time to fight fire with fire. Or
My super's already up again. What? Why is this not going down? I mean, we started the rite of proving. I thought the shield was supposed to go away. No, it glitched out. It glitched out again. What the hell, dude? That happened one other time before. I literally started it and it just reset itself, I think, as soon as one of my other teammates came in out of nowhere. Ah! Ow. Plus also, I mean, this trace rifle is way too good to not use. Way too good to not use. Because the crowd control on it is so good. Oh my god, I didn't even hit his pack. Come on, man. Are those double digits? What? No, okay. I was like, wait, hold on. It's 1,600, not 11,000. Okay, that was a waste. Well, damn it. Well, damn it. I won't lie, this does feel a bit distasteful. given what I wanted to do today, which was just simply just pay my respects to the man. And here I am killing the Cabal. But then again, who knows? Maybe this is the most respectful thing I can pay him. Okay. I'm still getting hit. Awesome.
Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of the Hive.
That's another fight for another day. Impressively done, Guardian.
But yeah, you notice how, like, he doesn't really have a whole lot of lines during the strikes either. It's weird. Like, Crow is there, or Cyrus is there. I know this is a battlegrounds, but still. And this whole thing is stupid, too. Ooh. Everybody can get one of these. Yeah. I feel like this isn't what I was This isn't what I came to do. I came to just I don't know. This is how I don't. This is how I feel about the game right now. I just I'd love to max out my Vanguard rank. But I really just came to hang out and talk about Commander Zavala and Lance Reddick, what he means to us, what he meant to us. I do wish that I had, I don't want to waste legendary shards. I mean, I don't really use any of these for anything else, so let's get some money back here.
Guardian, what puzzle?
Good to have you back.
There you go. Damn, that would have been nice to have. I just... that's the main weapon. Well, okay. My Agar Scepter is my main weapon, but... 13, 16. I thought it was 17. Interesting. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Stand with me, Guardian.
Oh yeah, that one. He said stand with him. Can I turn off the UI in this? I don't think I can I? This HUD opacity. I can turn it off. There you go.
So much has changed, Guardian.
I thought you could do that.
When I became commander, the world was a different place.
You know, I should have known that you could turn off the HUD. I've taken some screenshots with no HUD, so yeah, obviously I can turn off the HUD.
The next threat will come soon, Guardian. But when it does, we will be ready.
You bet.
Each new day is a victory.
So I'm see, I just don't know how to read connected to the stream at the most recently available time. I don't know what this means though. Concurrent viewers, the views and the views count just makes no sense. The view well, the view count I guess makes sense. It's like number of times a stream was viewed by somebody while it was live,
Much to discuss.
which I guess makes sense. But the concurrent viewers thing doesn't make sense because if both Guzzo and Faust are still here, then it should say 2, but it only says 1. So I don't know. Never made sense to me, but we already got 35 views, which is nice. But yeah, so
The walls will stand tall once again.
I just wanted to take take some time tonight. That strike was like distasteful. I don't know why I bothered doing that. I want to take the time tonight to say goodbye to Lance Reddick. Thank him for what he did for the community. The contribution he made cannot be understated. Ever. And he will be missed. Nobody can take his place, and I hope nobody will. Character or otherwise. If they're gonna give him a send-off, I hope it's tasteful. I hope it makes sense. If not, then just leave him alone. Leave the character alone. I know they have to involve him, but there are ways to involve a character without giving it any lines or anything like that. So hopefully they can do that. But anyway, so this was just to make up for my lack of being here over the weekend, this past weekend. I do apologize for that again. Had I known, I would have loved to join the rest of the Guardians here when they paid their respects to him, but we're doing it now. And I hope that new and old people who have not actually done it yet, that are coming to the game or returning to the game, at least take a second to take a knee or stand guard next to Commander Zavala, because I think we can all just do at least that much. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I know, a little melancholy. I did one strike, but whatever. But it wasn't really meant to be anything like full length here. I couldn't really think of anything else to do. This kind of just felt like I should have done this. And you guys are more than welcome to join me tomorrow, where we will either continue Destiny 1 or Final Fantasy 14. Might be Destiny 1, just because I think we're making good progress on that.
How close we came to another world.
And whether or not you find it old doesn't mean it's bad. So, but until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Destiny 2. And we will give one final goodbye to Lance Reddick, aka Commander Zavala. I'll see you guys later.